Good evening, everybody.
Good evening.
I was in the back like, I'm not quite sure what I should share. I'll say a couple things. The first is I was raised by Love 99 in like the truest sense. My mom, I used to come here when I was like 10. My mom worked here. I don't know what the role was, but I would like spend all day here like collating papers for her because she did so good. She's worked for Bronx Island Hospital now for 35 years. And all of the opportunities that I have had, many of the opportunities that I've had that have been worthwhile in my life are because of Love 99, including Farm Wilderness. My journey at Farm Wilderness began because my mother and I were dealing with some really tough family situations. And I remember her walking me into this building and like having a really weird conversation with a woman who was asking me questions like, how would you feel if you were away from your mom for 3 weeks? And like what kind of thing do you do when you're upset or when you're bored? And left feeling like, why are these people asking me these questions? And a few weeks later, had a conversation with my mom that was about me going to camp. And if I'm being honest, my answer was no. I had no interest in like going to the woods and like being away from her for that long, and like none of that was on my mind. And I remember the morning it was time for me to go. I'm like fussing, like crying, I don't want to go. She's like, Chris, you playing? Like you got to get on this bus. And I got up to camp, and I was there for a day before I fell in love. And so much so that I didn't write my mother. The whole time I was up there, the last conversation she had with me was about how much I didn't want to go. And then she got a phone call from me halfway through the summer asking me to stay. And she was like, what? This doesn't make sense. She was like, what is this place? Like, what are they doing? Like, what is happening? But in the like sincerity of my request, like, Mom, can I be here? I think she got it. That like something magical is happening up there. And that was the case for then 5 summers. Full summers, 2 months, up in the woods of Vermont, in wooden cabins, and like living my life, my best life. I think the thing that I'm most grateful for, my experience at Farm Wilderness, is that it gave me access to my best self so early. There's something about like being mad dirty and tired because you're just like been playing and running around all day, and then still watching yourself do things new, like milking a cow, what is that? Or like building things that you've never heard of, or like tasting foods that you've never had before, and being able to do those things with like engagement and awe and surprise and excitement each time, and being able to experience that at 10, 11, 12 years old taught me that when I got back, like, oh, all of this stuff is a choice. Like I can actually choose to be my best self more often than I had before. And I'm forever grateful for that, and I think it totally plays into how I've been able to live my life now. I'm grateful for the partnership. I think it's funny because it's not like, it's crazy that we don't know when it started because it feels like it's such a part of the experience there. And my experience on staff at Farm Wilderness, and like making sure that I ran to the bus when the campers came on the first day, because I knew that the 1199 campers, many of them were going to be there. It was like, I got you. I know what you're thinking. Let's go. And I'm just forever grateful. And I'm happy to see that we're celebrating this. And shout out to 40 more years, because Lord knows we need it. And just like thank whomever it was in the conversation a long time ago that said this should happen, and all of you who are now talking about what needs to be done to maintain it. This is really, really special.
Thank you.